What's up YouTube? Fallout Freak here, and I am back with another creature lore video for you guys. Today, in this creature lore video, we will be talking about the creature, the Mirelurk. Mirelurks can be found in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, because they're more prevalent in the eastern, regions of the US, and Fallout 3 takes place in DC, which is in the east, and Fallout 3 takes place in Boston, which is in the east. Whereas New Vegas, of course, takes place in Las Vegas, which is in the west. You can't find them in that video game. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Mirelurk. Mirelurk is a commonly used term referring to a range of mutated aquatic species endemic to the eastern seaboard, particularly the Capital Wasteland, the Commonwealth, and Appalachia, which I believe is Fallout 76. A similar term, Lake Lurk, is used to refer to species in the Colorado watershed in the Mojave Wasteland, Fallout New Vegas. Background: Mirelurks have the dubious distinction of being one of the first radioactive mutants to emerge into the world as a result of widespread radioactive pollution of the environment by United States megacorporations such as Poseidon Energy and General Atomics. Environmental organizations such as Nahant Oceanological Society, dedicated to having the oceans, attempted a variety of last-ditch efforts to raise awareness of this problem and encourage radical action to curtail environmental destruction at the hands of reckless corporations. However, their efforts were in vain, ignored by authorities to the point where they refused to even take their phone calls, as was the case with the Boston Port Authority. They attempted to garner attention by reporting the situation to the Galaxy News Network. The media ignored their reports as well, except for running a story about the upcoming shellfish season and how great it was going to be. Of course, it neglected to mention that the average increase in mass on the order of 14% in crabs and 12% in lobsters meant that the available food supply would run out quickly, leading to colony collapse and localized extinction. Although the Great War ended corporate pollution, it was replaced by overwhelming amounts of nuclear fallout instead. In the ensuing melting pot of mutations, the modern Mirelurks emerged. Attempts to classify the resulting creatures have proven difficult. The crab Mirelurk, for example, contains multiple phylum markers from two distinct and unrelated species, the Atlantic horseshoe crab, Limulus polyphemus, and the Atlantic blue crab, Calanectisepidus. As such, it would be necessary to catalog it as simultaneously belonging to the Crustacea Chelicerata subphylums, with the simultaneous classification of two distinct classes, Myristomata and Malacostraca. Both an Enclave researcher and the Lone Wanderer assigned it its own classification, Scylla serrata horrendus. This groups Mirelurks into the genus Scylla, referring to a Greek sea monster, and the species serrata being Latin for forming a row of small sharp projections resembling the teeth of a saw. The last part, horrendus, Latin for dreadful, is the subspecies. The knowledge that Mirelurks were much smaller before the bombs dropped and mutated them still persists among some wastelanders in the Commonwealth. Mirelurks are also known to have a pronounced sensitivity towards white noise, as seen in Vault 92 and on Spectacle Island. Although Mirelurks tend to inhabit polluted rivers, coastal waters, and sewers, their meat is considered a delicacy among wastelanders. Mirelurk hunters or herders can count on a steady demand for their meat and make a high profit selling it to wasteland traders. However, the size of the meat market means competition is stiff and suppliers can be targeted by rivals attempting to knock them out of the market, sometimes literally. They also grow remarkably fast, requiring just a few weeks for them to reach maturity. If corralled and domesticated, Mirelurks can be a flexible supply of food. The Free States did, in fact, entertain such an option. Mirelurks can also be a blight and Let me start over. Mirelurks can also be a blight on permanent settlements. There we go. As is the case with Rivet City, Mirelurks nested below inhabited decks are Mirelurks nesting, below inhabited decks are a continued nuisance for denizens of the city, despite regular extermination operations by the city's security team. Infestations are made even worse by the fact that Mirelurks have adapted to lay their eggs on multiple small nests throughout shallow water, unlike pre-war crustaceans that adhered their eggs to their body. If disturbed, the larval Mirelurks within exhibit incredible predaceous behavior and are ready to attack if need be. According to Ada, the social structure of Mirelurk species resembles a caste system. Sorry for all my tongue twisting and word misenunciations on that. There were a lot of big words in that article. Now let me pull up a picture of a Mirelurk for you. If I can pull up a picture, got Google up here. Okay, let me get to my desktop, and here is the picture of a Mirelurk. This is a Fallout 4 Mirelurk, by the way. Let me see if I can get to a Fallout 3 Mirelurk. There's a Fallout 3 Mirelurk. This looks a little more robotic in a way. This right here looks more like an actual Mirelurk. And right here, I believe, is a Mirelurk King, I believe. And right here, this right here is the Mirelurk Queen. And yep, there's the Mirelurk King. So yeah, that's a little bit about the Mirelurk. Let me get back to my webcam. That's a little bit about the Mirelurk. Hit me up in the comment section below and let me know what you thought about this Fallout 4 creature lore video. And tell me what some of your favorite Fallout creatures are. Mine would probably be either the Red Scorpion or maybe the Mirelurk. I don't know. Oh, Cazador's another good one, but either way, until my next creature lore video, you must always remember that war never changes.